Today, we're talking about our NFL season predictions. And we got some Sean's chin scratchers. Hello and welcome to Beer League Benchwarmers, the podcast about our random thoughts. We said, hey, why not? Let's record it. Jake, Sean, and Rick here today. No Kyle. But so the NFL season's getting ready to kick off here on Thursday. Primetime game for the Bills and the Rams. Pretty cool.
You know what's funny before you keep going? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good.
But like during the drought, Bills fans were clamoring for, we need primetime games. Like that's when like we're in the NFL, blah, blah, blah. And now that we're getting primetime games, everybody fucking hates it. Because it's just like, I got to work in the morning after. Like it just sucks. Like, yeah, Sunday at 1:00, we're perfect.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
If it wasn't
I used to
broke,
hate
don't fix it.
when they were 4:00 games. I'm like, these suck.
Yeah.
Remember the one year? I remember I was still working as a security guard, but it was like 2009 or 2010 when every game of the season was a Sunday 1:00.
Yeah.
It was like the first time they'd
perfect.
ever done it in NFL history. Every game,
Perfect.
1:00 Sunday.
That's like, I don't mind it because it's like I don't go to the games or anything like that. But like, I don't know. I prefer my Sundays. Sundays without Bills are just weird.
Yeah. The Vikings are 4:30 on Sunday.
Who are they playing? Who are they opening against?
Green Bay,
They're gonna win.
which sucks because it's in
Green Bay
Minnesota.
or Minnesota.
No, Minnesota's gonna win.
I will agree to the point of Rodgers has to relearn his offense with the tools that he's got now.
Yeah.
Not having Devontae, I don't even know if he still has Randall Cobb, but if he does, he's a shell of himself. He's got old ass Sammy Watkins too.
Yeah. He's got Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, Adam Lazard. He's got some guys from previous year, but like they're no Devontae Adams.
They're not Devontae Adams.
Nope.
Which the only thing I don't like is it's the first game of the season, which it's in Minnesota, so that means we play them later in the year in Green Bay when it's going to be cold.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough one.
Yep, but it's all right. We're talking about football. It's back. Definitely. I know everyone loves getting into preseason because it's first football, and it's like by the time like week 3 of preseason goes, I'm like, all right, let's just get this shit on the roll. I'm already sick of like.
Yeah,
I'm sick of
preseason doesn't matter.
It was so weird. Like I get teams and coaches are still like learning how to deal with 3-game preseasons. But it was weird it being game 3, the last preseason, and you had guys like I think Brady played. I know Baker Mayfield did for Carolina, their start. It was just weird seeing like bona fide starters playing in the last preseason game.
Right. So what we're going to do, or what we talked about, was we're going to just go down and break down the divisions, or who we think is going to be the division winner, then hot takes that we got, talk about some league awards and whatnot. But so why not? We'll start off with the AFC East.
Oh, Bills.
I don't see anybody other than the Bills having a winning record.
The question is, who do you see in second?
Second, I'm gonna say the Jets.
Oh, fuck you! Because I was thinking I was gonna be. I will say if Zach Wilson's healthy, the Jets.
Yeah.
It's Joe Flacco after him. Miami is I'm not saying it's wrong, but like they're so young, they don't know what is wrong.
I
Right.
still think Tua sucks ass.
Oh, Tua's trash.
And
Like-
that's why I have a hard time believing in Miami is because
Yeah.
you only go as far as Tua will take you, and I don't think he's going to take you far.
Right.
Yeah.
New England, it's obviously fucking Belichick, but from all accounts, Mac Jones has looked terrible in training camp and preseason.
Yeah, right now their offense, all the talk is that I've heard is that their offense doesn't know what they're doing. So they have two guys calling offensive plays, Matt Patricia and who's the other guy? I forgot who the other guy was, but like, they got two guys, and so we don't have an offensive coordinator. So figure it out, man.
Daniels?
No, he's the coach. Daniels left. He's the coach. Where the hell is he the coach? He's the coach out in Oakland, I think, right? Or
What,
Las
Josh
Vegas.
McDaniels, isn't he Denver?
Is he Denver? He's either Denver or Las Vegas. Because he left.
Might be Vegas. Yeah, you might be right.
Who comes up as
Oh, it's Jake Rose. It's that Judd. He was the Giants head
Wasn't he a
coach.
defensive guy?
Who?
Matt Patricia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is he calling offensive plays?
Yeah, and then but the guy that's with him, I forgot his name, but it's either Jed or Judd. He was, I'm pretty sure, the head coach of the Giants. He's the one that did the
Joe Judge.
Joe Judge. He's the one that did the surrender play. It was like third and whatever, and he had the quarterback fucking kneel the ball, so they would just punt it away. It was the last game of the season. Towards the end of the game, it was third down, and he had him kneel it and then just punt it. And then
Joe
he was
Judge.
fired. Yeah,
Is the other one.
yeah. So
while
like,
while
yeah,
I was frozen, I was looking it up.
it's very productive. But yeah, it's terrible out there. So I think they're gonna be fighting with the Dolphins to be last. I mean, honestly, the Dolphins, just because the Dolphins beat them. The Dolphins know how to beat the Patriots for some reason. They might
Just
even-
catch up my frozenness. You're saying the Patriots are coming in last?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I could see it.
I mean, yeah, that's it. Like, I'm not like I don't think many games are going to separate 2, 3, and 4.
No, it'll probably be like 5, 6, 7 wins, all of them in a row, that type deal.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think the Jets are going to have an all right year. I think the Jets are going to be an issue maybe later on. Give them 2, 3 years. The Jets might be fighting
They're a
for the
sneaky
division
team.
as well. I like their defense. That kid Sauce Gardner, he's a defensive back. Yeah, he did not allow a single touchdown in his entire college career.
God damn.
Even when he played for Cincinnati, and who they lose to? They lost to Georgia. No touchdowns scored on him. Georgia didn't score a single touchdown on him.
And when do the Bills play them? Steph and Gabe Davis are going to have 2 against them each.
Gabe Davis is going to be like, I'm hoping that he ends up being like a thing, and that wasn't
Yeah.
just a fluke.
We'll
So-
get into that.
Yeah.
All right,
hope
you
he-
want
I
to stick
hope
to
he-
East and go
I'm saying, I hope Gabe Davis has a hell of a year. I drafted him this year in fantasy.
yeah, we still have to do a fucking draft too. Maybe
Oh,
we'll
yeah,
do
we
one
do.
tomorrow
Shit.
afternoon before you go to work.
All right, yeah, we'll do some research. Yeah, we can stay in the East or the AFL. So we got the AFC North, which is, I think, going to be a trash division other than Cincinnati. But is Cincinnati really going to be the same as they were last year?
I think Baltimore's winning the division.
Oh,
Baltimore?
shit.
So into that, I have Baltimore maybe making the playoffs. I think it'll be a fight between Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. I think Cincinnati's a real deal. I do. I feel like they are. I think they have a good team. Their
I got no
defense
problem with you picking Cincy, but Pittsburgh.
Like, I like their defense. Well, yeah, well, Pittsburgh just because it's Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin's never had a losing record.
I
so he's
get
gonna
that,
win-
but
he's
he
gonna
also
win
never
games
had
that he
Trubisky
shouldn't.
as his starting quarterback.
Yeah, That's not
That
good.
was
They'll
just
probably
announced today.
they'll probably switch to Kenny Pitt at some point, whatever
Kenny
his name
Pickett
is.
there.
Pickett, yeah. So
Hell of a name
There-
for a quarterback.
yeah.
Yeah. They're a young receiver too that they drafted. Pickens.
Yeah.
Got Pickett and Pickens.
And they still got
Fucking-
Mapletron.
He's there. He's a coach.
No,
Oh,
Mapletron's
Claypool. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forget about
Claypool, the wide receiver.
him. Yeah. A Canadian guy that went to Notre Dame.
He's a
Yeah.
stupid asshole. Fucking celebrate. You're going down the field. You need a touchdown. You make it like a first down catch. You're celebrating. And while you're celebrating, you wasted 5 seconds off the clock.
Yep.
You're a moron.
Cleveland's going to be trash until week 12.
I so hope so.
If Watson was playing,
It
even
might
if
be a
was just
different story.
Whatever
How-
game suspension it was, I would say they're going to be a good team, but because it's Jacoby Brissett,
Yeah.
I don't know.
How do you think Watson's going to do coming back? This is going to be
Almost 2 years.
almost 2
Yeah.
years without football. Like that's not good. You can
If
work
I
out
was
all you
Cleveland,
want.
I'd
You
just
can
shut 'em
throw the
down.
ball around all you want, but
Right. I
Yeah,
would too.
And because of that, I would just shut them down. Be like, all right, like, well, I guess it would depend on your record. Assuming that it's a bad record, you just shut them down because of all the rust and the speed of the game. Like, I just be like, all right, like, we'll ease you into it.
There's no point in rushing it. I agree.
No, it's just like what like Carolina did with Christian McCaffrey last year. Season's washed. Why risk injuring or re-injuring?
Right?
I say Baltimore because Lamar Jackson's pissed off that he didn't get the contract.
Saw
is
that.
he mad?
Oh, yeah. Made a statement
yeah.
yesterday.
Is he?
Especially because he represents himself. So
Well,
he's
that's-
dealing with the team firsthand.
Yeah, that's a bad idea to begin with. Like he's
Yes.
also been real weird for the past couple months. Like Baltimore has been wanting to get a contract done, and he's every time like he's basically been like, I'll deal with it later. And then now
No, he's the one that said by week 1, if it's not done by week 1, we aren't dealing with it during the season.
really,
And Twitter drama. Somebody tweeted out at him saying like, oh, like he turned down I forget what the numbers were, but this contract. And he retweeted back at it is like, no, they never even offered that to me. So I think he's real pissed off, especially because out of the draft class, like he's the only one that's won MVP.
Yep.
And he doesn't have a contract yet. Yet, Josh Allen does. I mean, Rosen's been on 5 fucking teams at this point.
Yeah. Sam
And
Darnold.
Mayfield and Darnold are on the fucking same team. One of
I
them's
still-
probably going to get a contract, and it'll probably be Mayfield, obviously.
my superstition, I would not sign Lamar Jackson.
I wouldn't either. He is an RG3 2.0.
He's a Heisman Trophy winner. You don't sign Heisman Trophy winners. They don't pan out.
No, I'm not a huge fan of him. He's a great athlete. I just don't think he's a great quarterback.
Yeah, he was phenomenal in college, but he's
Yeah.
a running quarterback. Like he's a running quarterback.
And he's not a
Yep.
big guy like McNabb was.
No, he's very
who could
tiny.
Take hits or Newton
He's
or even
maybe
Allen.
tall, but he's skinny.
Yeah, that's why like RG3 is my closest comparison.
Big time.
He was a flash and a pan, and it was a bright flash. But I still think he's gonna have a stellar fucking year. Will it amount to playoff win? Probably not.
Right.
But I think Cincinnati's gonna take a step, maybe even 2 steps back.
I
I think
agree.
so.
Yeah.
See, Burrow, he's
And
also a Heisman Trophy winner. You got to watch out for them.
Yes, and they'll go as far as Joe Mixon takes him. I think the reason why Joe Burrow had the success that he had was Mixon was actually healthy throughout the whole season.
Yep.
I hope Mixon is healthy for the whole season because I took him in one of my drafts. So
Is that the wide receiver?
running
That
back.
was a running back.
Oh, his running back. What's the name of the kid that they got? He played with him in college.
Jamar
Jamar
Chase.
Jamar
Chase.
Chase.
He's a hell of a receiver too.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's-
And the
yeah,
number
he's
2,
stellar.
Higgins. He's
Yep, T. Higgins.
stellar number 2 as well.
Yep. Definitely got a good receiving core. Just I don't know
Yes.
how much they protected that offensive line. to help Burrow
They
because
Yeah.
drafted somebody, I thought.
Yeah, and I thought they brought somebody in too, but I
Because-
mean, we'll see how well that meshes together.
Burrow may have made it to the Super Bowl, but Cincinnati was also the most sacked team last year.
This is blackberry wine. It's very good. It's a liter and a half.
Jesus, I don't want a liter farm.
I want a liter of cola. I want a goddamn large.
All right, let's see. We did Northeast. Let's just
Yep.
hop on
We
down
got-
to the South.
South. Yep.
AFC South.
We got
That
Houston,
fucking
Tennessee, the
dumpster
Colts.
fire.
Yep, and the Jags. I think Indy wins that division.
I'm secretly rooting for Indy to do well because of Matt Ryan. I do like Matt Ryan. He's just, old quarterback who just got shafted all the time from that fucking terrible Atlanta team. And of course, all those, I mean, they're just, I don't know. Atlanta is such a weird ass fucking team. When he was with them, he had great quarterbacks. He had wide receivers, Roddy White and Julio Jones.
Roddy
right?
White, yeah.
Yeah.
And
That was in the
Gonzalez too, early in his career.
Yeah, and all those playoff games and the Super Bowl where they would have big leads and just fucking blow them is they're really a mind-boggling team. And that was all when he was there. I don't understand it, but
I agree. I'm rooting for him, and I do agree that Indy will take it. I think Tennessee was the worst number 1 seed in NFL history last year.
I agree.
And Derrick Henry's a hell of a running back, but he's not going to win you championships.
no.
Oh, you shut
He'll
him
lead a
down.
game or two.
And that's it.
Yeah, it's Tannehill. Tannehill's not that. He's an average quarterback.
He works well with Tennessee's system, but yeah, they can't. He's not going to lift them.
Especially because who's their number 1 receiver now?
Yeah, 'cause he left. Right,
Robert
AJ
Woods,
Brown.
who I fucking love. He's one of the best run blocking receivers in the league, which obviously works well in Tennessee. But he's not a top 10 receiver, or top 15 receiver, even 20 receiver in the league. He puts up good numbers, but that was in the high flying offense of the Rams.
Right.
So yeah, that'll be Colts, and I'll say Houston finishes better than Tennessee.
Wow. I got Houston winning no games.
Davis Mills, there is a bet for that. If there is a team that will go 0-17, it's like a plus 2,000 bet.
God damn.
Yeah,
Not
I don't
bad.
think
I know.
I don't think Houston's gonna be good.
Davis Mills, baby.
The Bills have
Yeah.
the Bills. I believe they said this year had the record for the most bets ever placed on a team going undefeated. Which I don't know if all of those
It's not a
people
good
were
bet.
from Buffalo people.
It's not. A good
Yeah,
bet.
I know. It's
I sat there at work today. My break time, and I was going through bets, and I came across those bets. I'm just like, 0-17, 17-0. Those are just astronomical chances of it actually happening.
yeah.
Right. What happens if week 1 if they fucking win or lose? Boom, right there. That bet's shot
Done.
for the whole fucking
Yep.
season. Like
Or even
shit.
even you look at the teams like the Colts did it back in the day when they were 14-0, 15-0, and sat everybody because you're going
Yeah.
to playoffs. So it's like I would expect them to do that. So
Yeah, and I still don't think Jacksonville's going to be anything yet. I know Trevor Lawrence is still trying to work shit out. But,
He's garbage.
oh yeah, I don't think he's good at
Garbage.
all.
He's not Jamarcus Russell garbage, but he's garbage. He's there. He's in the same realm. He's Marcus Mariota garbage.
Wow.
I fucking hate him. I hated all the hype that he had in college.
you hate him because of his golden locks.
Yes, he had better flow than I had.
Yep.
He had better flow than most of the women that I was talking to at that time too.
But yeah, I know they got Travis Etienne as their running back. One, is he going to stay healthy this year? I mean, they got what's that, Robinson there, the other running back. I think he's better than
Robinson.
Etienne, but they'll probably start Etienne instead.
I don't know, because if if they were smart, I mean, this is back to the Urban Meyer era. They were lining ETN in the receiver role too.
Oh, okay.
So like, it depends on how they use him. You could not to bring it back to the Bills, you could do it like a 2-back system, like the Bills could do it with James Cook, where you line him out as a receiver, and then you have a guy like Singletary or Moss in the backfield, or do a 2-back system somehow like that. So you could do it like Robinson and ETN. It all depends on how they use him.
Are they going to use Cook as their number one back?
Would I?
Yeah, are they? Do you know what the Bills are?
No, he's listed as the number 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which I'm not a big fan of. I think he should be number 2.
Right.
If that was a bet, which I'm sure if you have a bookie, it is. My bet would be that James Cook out touches Moss and Singletary by the end of the season.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is Moss's last year, and Singletary's probably last year as well. All right, so we did the South, the East, the North. Let's go on over to the West.
Yep, which I think this is going to be the toughest division this year. You got Vegas, Denver, Kansas City, and the Chargers. I think the Chargers win this division.
At what record? Because to me, that's key. Like, I think it is the toughest division, but it's going to be like the 3rd seed because they're going to beat the fuck out of each other. That they're not going to be 1 or even 2. They might even be the 4th seed because as we just went through the divisions, it's a lopsided at the top than it is at the bottom, where this division is just going to beat the fuck out of each other.
Yep.
Like, it literally could be like a 10-6 division winner, which is not going to be top of the conference.
Nope. Definitely. I was going to say 10-7 or 11-6.
Or 10-7. Fucking 17.
Yeah, you got the stupid 17 games. I know it throws me off too. I definitely think Kansas City takes a step back with Mahomes losing Tyreek Hill. I mean, Denver made moves getting Russell Wilson, but I don't think Russell Wilson will be the same quarterback there. I keep hearing all these predictions. People are like, Jerry Jeudy's going to have hell of a year, maybe the first half of the season for 6 games, and then Russell Wilson will cool down, and then he'll be shit.
Yeah.
And Vegas, who knows? Everyone's all hyped about Carr to Adams, but what else do they got? I mean, Renfro's pretty good.
Renfro had a hell of a year. They have Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs. They have that Edwards kid that had a pretty good rookie year too last year.
I have the Raiders winning the division.
Wow.
I agree with Sean I think it. Actually, let me come back to me.
I think it'll be them with the Chargers behind them, maybe by 1 win. The Chiefs behind them, maybe by 1 win. But I think the Chiefs missed the playoffs this year. And maybe they'll make it. It would depend on. I mean, the Chiefs making it because you can have 3 teams from a division now. So, you look at
wild cards.
But we just talked about how they were going to beat the fuck out of each other. So if you're not winning the division at 10-7,
yes, they are.
You're probably going to be 8-9.
But you got to
wild card 8-9.
Depending on how, teams that they'd be fighting against, Tennessee, Jacksonville, Houston,
Miami, Jets.
They might not make it at all. So you're talking the North and the West are going to be bringing the most teams. So then is it, are the Chiefs going to be better than out of the Bengals, Steelers, and Ravens? Are they going to be better than the Steelers? Are they going to be better than the Ravens or the Bengals? I mean, it's going to be
skill-wise, no, but record-wise, I think by record, I think there will be a team from the East, the North, and the West. The Western team is going to have to be 9 what is that?
9-8.
I have to do fucking math now.
9-8.
And they'll be the last wild card spot. I want to agree with Sean with the Chargers because I think on paper they have the most skilled team.
Yeah, I think that.
But it's the Chargers.
They added to that defense.
Find ways to shoot themselves in the foot. They almost killed their starting quarterback and got lucky with fucking Justin
Herbert. Yep.
I'm picking the Raiders, but if the Chargers were to beat the Raiders, it honestly is like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Like I think the Chargers are a decent
They
team.
lost to him in the
I mean,
last
they
game of
didn't.
the season last year.
Yeah, they didn't make
In
the
overtime.
playoffs last year, so we'll see.
Denver's
mean,
last. Like
Yeah, Denver's last.
Russell Wilson, he's a good quarterback, but he's not great.
Yeah, I don't think he's as good as people say.
Even when they went to the Super Bowls, it wasn't because of him.
Yeah, it was
No, it
Legion
was
of
the
Boom.
Legion of
It was
Boom.
Legion of Boom and Lynch.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
lost
Like-
that Super Bowl.
Yes. Ask Butler.
You're the quarterback. Call an audible, motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
Why would you
Fir-
do that play?
1st and 3 on the 3-yard line. Or
With
first and goal
Marshawn
on the
Lynch
3-yard.
in the fucking backfield.
Yeah,
Who had a
Marshawn
rushing
Lynch.
touchdown.
He didn't have a single rush for negative or 0 yards that entire Super Bowl game.
Yeah,
I
you're
think
he had
not
it's
a
gonna
because
hand
touchdown.
it
of
off to him.
TikTok where the guy's pretending to be in the booth and he's just like, oh, we should throw a pick play here just to fuck with them or whatever. They're like, hello? Oh, that was just a joke. That was just a joke.
Yeah. One of the dumbest coaching moves. I bet you is oh no, never mind. Wrong division. We'll talk about it when we get to that division.
I'll stick with the Chargers. I think they get over the hump. Herbert, like, by quarterback, Herbert's the best quarterback, second best quarterback in the division. Mahomes is the best.
Yeah.
But they also revamped that defense big
Yeah.
time.
Right. They had locked up JC Jackson, or they signed
Which
JC
I
Jackson.
think is very overrated.
I'm not a huge
I'm not
fan.
going to add to him because I think he's very overrated as a cornerback. He's an opportunistic cornerback. I will give him full credit to that, but like I don't think he's stellar.
Right.
Like he's not even the best corner in LA. Jalen Ramsey is.
Oh yeah. I mean,
They
I know
got Khalil
Khalil-
Mack.
Khalil Mack isn't the player that he used to be, but you're still going to have he's still, solid enough that now you're going to have to worry about him on one
They
side
were
with
in
Joey Bosa.
Chicago.
Yeah. I mean, in Vegas or Oakland before that, but you got him who's there. So now you got to worry about, and they're going to cover him. And then you got Joey Bosa to worry about. So that's going to add pressure. And I know they locked up a couple of their key guys. I know they locked up Derwin James and a couple other big name defensive backs too. So, and I think
Yeah,
they drafted a linebacker.
I'll stick with the Raiders, or I'm sorry, the Chargers. I'll say Kansas City is second, just because it's Kansas City. They're
Can't
like
count
the
out Andy
new-
Reid, man.
Right, they're the new New England Patriots. It's hard to count until they prove that they're out. It's hard to count them out.
Yep.
I agree that they take a huge step back, because it's all on Kelsey now, Kelsey and Mahomes.
Yeah.
Like Kelsey's going to have record-breaking year.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
he
I think so
has
too. Yeah, there ain't anybody else there. Pringle, who the fuck's that guy?
Juju.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I drafted in my one league. I
TikTok
wasn't
boy.
proud of that one. Yeah. Him and
Is-
Mahomes' brother are going to be too busy with TikTok.
Oh, God, it's
Yeah.
gonna be terrible.
Really bad. But yeah, and then Raiders and Denver. I think Denver's the worst. I just, you only go as far as a quarterback, and Russell Wilson, I think, is the worst quarterback in that division.
Yeah.
I agree.
He might have proven the second most next to Mahomes, but I think there's a reason why he's never gotten the MVP vote in his career. Is because he's a good quarterback, but he's not a phenomenal quarterback.
No,
like
can't finish a
Herbert
season.
and Mahomes.
Last year Seattle started out 7-0. Russell Wilson was tearing it up, and then he fell apart.
The year before that, they were tearing it up. They came into Buffalo and laid a goose egg.
Yep.
I think Russell Wilson had 5 turnovers just himself.
I remember that. So we're saying the Bills get the first round bye and win the conference?
I'm gonna say they get the first overall, the first seed.
I got to go through their schedule. I want to say yes, but I'm also very concerned about how they came out flat against Pittsburgh for the first week last year, and they also, they got defending Super Bowl champions this year, so I'm concerned about that. And he also lost to Jacksonville last year.
Yeah, that was a stupid one.
All right, can we go through the Bills schedule? Let's say win-loss.
Yeah,
Sure.
All right, Rams. In LA.
I'm gonna say it's a
I-
win. I say it's a win.
I will say I took bet-wise, because I am a gambling man. I took them to win, but I took the Rams to win at halftime. That is one of the bets.
What the fuck? My
It keeps turning off.
I'll say win. They sweat it out. It's a good game. What about you, Sean? Win? Loss?
Yeah, I think the Bills will win.
Win?
Uh,
All right.
A lot of hype around the Rams from winning the Super Bowl. Stafford's an okay quarterback, but
Bills are favorite
well,
on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
Yep.
All right. I don't have the spread in front of me. I just know that from when I was looking at my break. Tennessee in Buffalo, home opener Monday night.
win.
Tennessee has their number. Like,
I'm gonna say Tennessee wins that one. It's a
yeah,
Monday night game.
I gotta go with that too. It's Monday night. Derrick Henry is gonna be as fresh can be.
The last year was Monday night game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we'll just do majority roll since we got the three of us. It's easier to do that way. So we're 1-1.
Just to go back to your Bills Rams. Bills are favored by about 2.5, and then 7.5 against the Titans.
In Miami.
That's a win.
Buffalo. Yeah.
Yep. In Baltimore.
That's a win.
All right.
I think they'll beat
3-1. Pittsburgh in Buffalo.
Bills.
Yeah, I'm gonna say win.
4-1. I think if I'm doing the math right.
Yep.
Bills in Kansas City.
Chiefs.
Yeah, I'll say loss. Is that a Sunday
Okay.
game?
Yep. Sunday 3/5 or 4:30.
4:30. Yeah.
4:25.
Green Bay in Buffalo. So where are we?
Yeah.
4-2. 4-2. Going into-
That's a win.
They'll beat the Packers. Yeah.
It's a primetime game. I just can't tell. It's just October 30th, so I don't know what day that falls on.
It would be Sunday.
All right, so we're 5-2 going into New York Jets.
Yeah, they'll beat
Win.
them.
6-2. Then we face the mighty Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah,
in
Vikings
Buffalo.
will lose that one. Oh yeah, Vikings losing that one.
So what are we at? 6-2?
Yep. I hope you break
I'll
Kirk
just count
Cousins'
the
legs.
fucking losses. Whatever. That'll be easier to count the losses. We're at 2 losses. Cleveland in
Win.
Buffalo.
Win.
Buffalo in Detroit Thanksgiving.
I'll
Oh,
say that's a win.
In New England.
That'll be, I guess, win.
That is a Thursday game on Amazon Prime.
Ryan Fitzpatrick will be on the calls.
Yep.
He's like the color analyst or something like that.
That's pretty
What do you
cool.
say, Sean? Win? Loss?
Yeah, the Bills will win. Yep.
All right. New York comes to Buffalo. The Jets against the Bills.
I'll
Bills.
say it's a win.
That's 11 point spread right now.
Jesus.
Wow.
Miami and Buffalo.
Win.
When Miami will have imploded by then.
Agreed. Bills in Chicago.
It's gonna be a cold game. It's just Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Saturday
Christmas
game.
Eve.
I think that's gonna be tough, but I think they'll beat Chicago.
Ricky?
Justin Fields will be starting. He'll still be trash.
Yeah, I'll go with a win.
All right. In Cincinnati.
That's
Loss.
a Monday night game.
Yeah.
The
Say
day after
loss?
New Year's.
You're gonna
What
go
do you say,
0-2 in Monday night.
I think they'll lose this to Bengals. Yeah.
All right. So we're at 3 losses. Going into the season finale in New England coming to Buffalo.
Yep.
Ah.
It's a flex game, so we don't know the time.
Same thing with the Miami game. It's a flex game as well.
I'm going to
Yep.
say this game is a loss.
Not in Buffalo. I think they'll fucking destroy him.
If they're
Especially the-
not sitting people.
Well,
That's true.
I was gonna say
That's very true.
because you're going into it 13-3.
With a possibility guard hitting the number 1 seed locked up.
If they have that number 1 seed locked up, they're going to sit
Yep.
everybody.
Everybody's
At least
sitting. Yeah.
they better.
I don't
everybody.
know that though.
You don't
I
think
just
so?
because like a couple years ago they had a spot locked up. You had no position to advance, and they still started against Miami. And then Matt Barkley came in later on, and then they still demolished Miami.
No.
So like Allen still played a half, and that's what I think McDermott likes to do that, especially if you have first locked up. Do you want Josh Allen sitting for 2 weeks?
That's true. With having the bye. It's a good point.
I'll still say loss.
Sean, you say loss?
No, I said the Bills will win that one.
I think the Bills will win that one too.
Last home
This is
game,
fucking
regular
out,
season home game.
So they go 14-3. It's hard to say they don't have the number 1 seed with that record.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially if we're saying that the AFC South's going to beat the
AFC
shit out of each other.
West, yeah.
Yes. And
Or,
possibly
yeah,
the
the
North.
West, sorry.
Yeah, and the North. I would agree with that too.
Yeah.
Talking, it'll be a battle between Buffalo and Indianapolis for the number 1 seed.
But Indy's still at least, yeah. I mean, like, we'll have Tennessee fighting against them, but
Yeah.
it's just like how we'll have Miami fighting against us or New York or whatever. It's similar. All right, let's go. Hop on over to Sean's conference, the NFC.
Yeah, NFC. So we'll start with the NFC East. You got the Cowboys, the Giants, the Eagles, and the Commanders. I think the Eagles win this division at 9-8. Cowboys miss the playoffs. I also think the Cowboys are going to be the worst team in that division. I bet you
Ooh.
the Giants are better than them.
That's a big one, Sean.
That's, yeah. Hey, Sean, what state do you live in?
I live in Texas, and all they do all over the fucking Dallas Cowboys sports radio is sit there and talk shit about how much they hate Dak and how much Ezekiel Elliott is overpaid
That's
and how
a good
he is
quarterback, too.
sharing the downs with Tony Pollard. Then why the fuck did you pay Zeke? Why?
Yeah, I'll say, like, I drafted Tony Pollard in my one draft because I know he's going to take over the load. Zeke's terrible. He's the size of an offensive lineman now.
Yeah. Trash.
I
Mike
don't know
McCarthy
if
is
they're
done
the
by the end of
worst
the year.
team in the division.
I bet you they start 0-7.
Commanders have Carson Wentz as a quarterback.
Yeah.
Like,
He knows that division though.
I'd be playing Taylor Heineke over Carson Wentz. I'll say Philly.
I think Hurts is gonna have a
Jalen
good
Hurts
year.
needs to prove it. Right. He's got no excuses right now.
Yep. Is that where Hollywood Brown went?
Yeah.
And then they got Devontae Smith, who had a hell of a year last year.
I'm on the fence. I got it's a toss up between the Eagles and the Cowboys win the division. And I have maybe the Giants make the playoff. I don't know. Well, because who else is in the conference to take
We'll
over?
get over that. We'll go through
Yeah.
that.
That's why. Like, it's just I don't think there's a lot. I think that the NFC
That-
overall is not a good conference.
Yes, I agree.
A lot of
That's what's
losing
tough.
teams.
You used to be the strongest conference. It's 100% the weakest conference now.
Yeah, you look at
I
all the
agree.
elite quarterbacks. They're 95% of them are in the AFC.
AFC. Yep. And the ones that are elite in the NFC are ancient. Ricky's slugging that shit down.
I fucking love it.
Oh, it's so tasty.
Jack Sparrow stuff with rum.
Tasty. Magen David blackberry wine. This shit is so tasty.
That does sound good.
It's from Westfield, New York, wherever the fuck that is.
All
I
right.
like that.
All right. Now we'll move on to the NFC North, my division.
I was excited for this one.
I think Green Bay is still going to win the division. But I think it's still going to come down to battle at the end, because I think Minnesota plays Green Bay the last game of the season. But Minnesota I think will make the playoffs, but they won't be with a stellar record or anything. Detroit, who knows? Dan Campbell's got that team riled up, but it's fucking Jared Goff.
That's it. It all depends on what Goff shows up.
And they were on Hard Knocks, and usually every team that goes on Hard Knocks usually has a horrible season.
It's true. All right, Ricky, I want to hear you.
I have the NFC North champions. I think are going to be the Minnesota Vikings.
I think it could happen, but
I was going to say, I'm on that wagon.
I think
I'm on that wagon.
Yeah, I think that the Packers, everything that happened this offseason with Aaron Rodgers signing that gigantic contract, he's the age that he is. And then it came out because there was all this talk about him wanting receivers, and that's what he's been mad about, not having the weapons that he's got, yada, yada. And then it comes out after he signs this giant contract, because it was when Devontae David's like, all right, peace, that he knew that could happen when he signed the contract. So I personally think that this contract that he signed is his retirement contract. He signed it just for the money. He's kind of not really giving a shit. Not saying that he's going to be throwing games, but I think that he's not going to be – he's just going to play the year, and he's not really going to care if they win or lose.
Good point.
He's still great. He's still one of the best quarterbacks in the league, but he is old. So
2-time defending MVP.
Yeah, I know.
He's won it 3 times. It's back to back.
He doesn't have David.
Adams.
And I think, Devontae Adams. Sorry, and I think that the Vikings are going to win. I still think the Packers are probably going to sweep Detroit and probably sweep Chicago, but I think that the Packers will not win, and they'll probably make the playoffs. I'm sure they will, because the conference is so weak. I had the Vikings winning.
Well,
the way you were leading off, I thought you were going to say Chicago, and I was about to sign off. Like you said Chicago. I was like,
oh god, I bet Chicago wins 2 games.
I'm on the Vikings bandwagon. I think they're going to have a really good year. I give Kirk Cousins a bunch of shit, but I think the Vikings have a better year. By no means am I saying Cousins is going to have a better year than Rodgers, but I think overall as a team they'll have a better year. I'm taking the Vikings as a yes. That's huge.
Yeah.
Who'd they get new? Do they have a new coach or new somebody?
Yes. Yep, we got the Rams offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
signed him as our new head coach. I forget his name.
You guys get a new GM as well?
Yep. Former Cleveland Browns assistant GM. First black general manager in the league.
I mean, that's cool. You should lead with that instead of the Browns.
Right. I think he's from South Africa.
Well, I mean, honestly, right? Well, the Browns went to the Browns go to the playoffs last year? Yeah, they lost the first round. Oh, they missed it last year? I don't even remember who played in the first round last year.
Bills
played the Patriots.
Yep.
Cincinnati played Pittsburgh. Or no, yes. Cincinnati played
Tennessee had the first round bye.
Yeah. Cincinnati played the Raiders, and Pittsburgh played Kansas City, because that was when Roethlisberger going into that game was like, we stand no chance.
Yeah. So we're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So next
we got faith, Sean.
As long as we can keep the guys healthy, as long as Cousins can get JJ the ball.
It will be interesting. I mean, I don't believe it'll happen because Dan Campbell talks like this would go. He would be his
great
inspirational. Yeah, he'd be great in college or high school. He'd be winning everything if he was a college or high school coach. But if you're talking like that and you have a 14-year NFL veteran, he ain't giving a fuck. He's there for a paycheck. You're in Detroit at that point. Yeah, you're just there collecting money.
Yeah.
So
have him go over to Green Bay for a week. See if Rodgers listens to him.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. All right. Next, we got the NFC South with the Panthers, the Falcons, the Saints, and the Bucks.
I'm assuming
Um,
everybody will have similar thoughts on this, which I mean, mine is the Bucks win the division and everybody else is terrible. No, you don't think
Really?
so? Yeah.
Who do you think
who
wins
else you
that
got?
division?
I don't know who wins, but you look at all the injuries the Bucks have had. It's the offensive line.
Yeah.
It's the entire fucking offensive line. It's specifically Brady's blind side.
Ooh.
And the way to beat Brady is to get him off his spot. You've heard it for fucking 20 years in the fucking Patriots. Is you get him off his spot. You make him uncomfortable. He's got he's got third stringer starting for him in the offensive line now.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
I think going into the weekend, they had either injury, retirement, or just leaving via free agency or trades. 9 guys on that list on the offensive line.
Holy shit!
Like, it's just now some of those guys are probably gonna be healthy throughout the season, even probably by the start of the season. But it's a brittle area of the team that I think is going to be exploited. I'm going to say they'll probably still have a pretty good season. I'll say they make the playoffs. But, like, I'll say New Orleans wins the division. I'll go out and say fucking Jameis Winston's 50-50 fucking
Jesus.
wins the division.
Did he
That
have a lot of
shrimp
picks last year?
He didn't play.
He was with Tampa,
No.
right?
Oh,
Wasn't
was
he?
He's still in New Orleans.
Was he in New Orleans?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Actually, you're making
I
me
honestly
second
don't
guess this.
remember. Like, was Breeze wasn't playing last year?
No, Brees
Yeah, he
No,
was in
that's
New
why
Orleans.
I'm really second guessing it now.
Yeah, he was with New Orleans. I don't remember how well he did though. Like, I mean, the Saints obviously they were shit. They didn't make.
Atlanta's going to be horrible. Baker Mayfield will be benched by week 5 for Carolina for Sam Darnold. New Orleans, it's a toss-up. All depends on one, if Alvin Kamara gets suspended or not and stays healthy.
Who
Saying he's not being suspended. Kamara, that is.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
who is the Falcons quarterback this year?
Marcus Mariota.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Actually, they're one of the worst teams in the league this year.
I mean, James Winston threw for about 1,100 yards, so he did not start.
I think he got injured.
Maybe he did. Yeah. Your leading passer last year was Trevor Siemian.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, actually,
Yep.
no. James Winston had him beat by 16 yards. He had
Wow.
about 1,100 some odd. Taysom Hill had just shy of 1,000. Ian Book had 135.
Yeah.
And
He was
Blake
awesome.
Gillikin, who's a punter, was 0 for 1.
Yep,
They all
Ian Book.
combined for 29 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, 3,400 yards as a team. I think the injuries to Tampa, plus no offense to your old tight end Mason Rudolph, he's no Gronk. So they take a step back, even
Okay.
in a weak conference of the NFC.
Yep.
And somehow New Orleans has Tampa's number. They
Right.
always play them good.
Yeah, Kyle Rudolph's definitely not the same. He's old now.
Yeah. I mean, so is Gronk, but Gronk, even old, is still fucking
Still
good.
fucking stellar.
Yeah.
All right, next we got the NFC West. We got the Niners, the Cardinals, the Rams, and the Seahawks. I mean, the Rams are going to win that division. And everybody else I think is going to be trash. Kyler Murray, I don't think he's a legit quarterback. San Francisco doesn't know who their quarterback is, even though they know they kept Jimmy Garoppolo and is starting them. And now there's drama in there because Trey Lance is pissed that they kept him or didn't trade him. And Seattle's really going to be horrible with Drew Lock.
Yeah.
Geno Smith is a starter, I thought.
That's right. Thank you.
He is starting.
Okay. Seattle's going to be shit with
I
Geno
was
Smith.
gonna say that doesn't help their case at all, but
Yep. So
I agree with you with the Rams, but if San Fran can figure this shit out, they'll be a good team.
San Francisco has a good team that they don't have a quarterback. Like
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like they can figure that part out, which obviously
they
is-
almost beat the Rams to go to the Super Bowl last year. Surprisingly, they went to the Super Bowl against Kansas City and almost won that game. Surprisingly, so I
Yep.
mean they're a quarterback away from brilliance. But I mean,
yeah.
they need more weapons. You can't rely on Deebo Samuel to be your running back and your wide receiver 1, 2, and 3.
Mitchell,
like-
the running back, everybody's really high on too. Plus they got Brandon Ayuk at receiver, which
That's right. That'll
See.
help out. But he
yeah.
really wasn't.
So I mean, they still have George Kittle too.
True.
Right, Kittle, George Kittle,
Yeah.
George Kittle. Yep.
So and that's why I say, like, if Trey Lance takes that step, and it doesn't even need to be a leap, but if he takes that step, I think they'll be competing. Just to at least put it that way. Man, who knows about Stafford's elbow?
It's true.
Like, there's some concerns about that.
is Odell Beckham signed yet anywhere?
Nope.
No.
They did keep his
There's-
locker in the Rams.
Yeah, there's talks of Rams, Bills, and I think the Vikings. I think
Yeah, I
that's
heard
some
that
of their
too.
name in there.
He goes from like he was about to be the Super Bowl MVP until he got injured, and now he's not
Yep.
even on the
Oh.
team.
Blew his knee.
I had a bet with him fucking doing good too, and he was on pace to win me a lot of money.
I don't remember. Yeah, Arizona. I still don't trust Kyler Murray.
No, he should have
Um,
baseball.
Yep. He's making good money, but
You had to have
yeah.
a clause in there for fucking studying.
Yeah.
I don't care that they took it out. It's public knowledge that they had to put
they
it
had
in.
that in there. Yep.
You're a fucking idiot. You're
There
fucking
was-
Jamarcus Russell, just
Yeah.
more skilled.
And there was before a year, 2 years ago, where an anonymous somebody with the team anonymously in the front office or whatever came out talking about how irresponsible and childish Kyler Murray is. So it's like, and then they throw this in the contract. People are like, why do they have to have this in the contract? Well, they still think he's childish and he's irresponsible. So like nothing's changed. So
There's stats, and I don't know if it's there. It's basically after perfect. Somebody broke down his stats before and after the new Call of Duty comes out.
Yep. He's trash after it comes out.
Yes. I can't find it. I don't feel like reading it all the way through.
But also, they're also missing their number 1 wide receiver for 7 weeks.
DeAndre?
With DeAndre Hopkins. Yep. And being suspended.
See, his passer rating plunges from the upper 90s into the 80s, while the Cardinals' win percentage plummets similarly. On normal weekends with Murray under center, the Cardinals have posted a record go 18-16-1, good for a win percentage of 5.29. On double XP weekends, of course the ad pops up. Motherfucker. I need Kyle's ad blocker. Double XP weekends, they are 4-7 of a win percentage of 360.
Holy shit.
I mean, it's a smaller sample size, but
Still.
the fact is they added into his contract, and I mean, like, I know a bunch of guys play video games, like it just fucking happens.
Oh,
You
yeah.
need that relief,
Every sport.
but, like,
Yeah.
yeah. But from what it looks like outside looking in, he plays it a little bit too much when he should be studying for, game film and all that. I don't like him. I think he's a piece of shit guy. Like, he just
Yep.
seems like he's cocky, not confident. And there's
Yeah, I
huge
heard he's
difference
arrogant
between the two.
as fuck.
Yeah.
Even to like people in public. I have to get off a tangent, but I was watching something on TikTok and this girl was doing an interview with some guy. She does hair for a living, and she did Kyler Murray's hair. And she said he was the worst customer she's ever had. He got up 7 times to go outside to make a phone call and then changed his mind about his hair each time he came back. And she said, "Get the fuck out of my shop."
There you go.
She goes, "I'm paying you for you're coming in here to have a service done, and you're not even giving me respect to sit here and let me do my job. I don't want your business." Nope, cats
He's
are out
a
there
bitch.
fucking wrestling. Yep. What do you know? Didn't he win the Heisman Trophy?
He did.
Oh shit!
Where do you play? Oklahoma?
Yes.
Yeah, it was right after Baker.
Yep.
All right, who do we have winning in the NFC? Entire enchilada. Playing the Bills in the Super Bowl. Oh wait, no, we didn't say that yet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
First round bye.
Yeah. So who's first? Yeah, first overall seed.
I don't know. That's
I'm going to
tough.
say it's a toss-up between the Rams. I'm still picking the Bucks to win the South. I'm going to say it's a toss-up between those two teams. Maybe the Vikings could make it interesting because the North sucks.
But they still have to play Green Bay. That I wanted to say Minnesota,
Green
but
Bay
the fact
could
Green
be-
Bay's there.
But I mean, you're talking Green Bay. All right, well they go 1-1 with Green Bay, and then sweep both Detroit and Chicago. I think Green Bay will do the same thing. So I think it'll be close between those guys. But I think the Vikings win the division. I think the Vikings might lose the number 1 seed by 2 wins. And I don't know the Rams or. Because even with that, you look at all 3 teams in both the South and the West that aren't the Rams or the Bucks. It's such a terrible conference.
Yeah,
It's
I'll
hilarious.
say the Rams.
Yeah, I don't think
Trust
out
McVay
of
the
the
most.
East.
Yeah,
I don't think out of the East at all. I think that division's only won by one
No,
team. And
because they'll do good against each other, but then you actually have to play teams,
yeah,
and they'll lose those games.
exactly.
I'll say the Rams.
That's what I think too.
All right, so who do we have representing the AFC and the NFC in the Super Bowl?
I'm hoping that the Buccaneers do not go back.
Right? Oh, cops are at Ricky's place.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be something if it was Bills versus Brady? So,
Oh God.
That's what I don't want it. He's only lost 3 games to the Bills in his career.
yeah.
Did you know that he actually
I'm a Bills fan. I know this.
statistically
One was an
he's-
absolute thumping against the
Yeah.
Bills. He threw a pick 6 to Sam Adams, who weighs about 7,000 pounds, and fucking rumbled and tumbled all his way into the end zone.
he statistically has a better chance to win another Super Bowl than to lose to the Bills.
I will say, not to get out there, if the Bills aren't in it, now I'm fine if he wins it. It's
Yeah.
okay, let's see how many he can get.
Because it's not the Patriots.
Not even that. That plays a huge factor. I'm not saying that, but I'm starting to recognize his greatness, I guess. All right,
Yeah.
I grew up obviously him fucking destroying the Bills, but he's the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
So it's at some point you got to recognize it.
Yeah.
So if it's not my team in it, I'm not saying I'm rooting for him, but if he wins it, I'm not pissed. When the Patriots were playing the Rams way back when, or the Eagles. So,
Mhm.
I'm picking the Bills to come out of the AFC.
Yeah, I agree. If they have their first round bye, I think that's going to be a huge factor.
I'm picking the Bills as well.
The NFC is what's tough.
Exactly. I could be a toss up. But
I will
keep
say
seeing-
the Eagles.
I keep seeing all these predictions, and it's the Bills and the Cowboys. It's which is
Eagles.
not going to happen. But I think Philly, if they have the projected
Philly.
year that they could have, but yeah, I don't know.
I forgot. I actually looked it up once and I kept track, but I'm pretty sure it's something ridiculous. I think it's 21 Super Bowls have been played between NFC and
East.
AFC East. teams.
Yep.
And the NFC East has a much, much better winning record.
Well,
They beat
they're
fo-
4-0 against the
4-0
Bills.
Yeah, I think the AFC East only has like 4 wins.
Yeah, the Patriots beat the Eagles.
Patriots,
in
yeah,
06,
Eagles.
06 or 07.
Dolphins
Donovan
beat the
McNabb.
Redskins in their undefeated season.
Yep.
I forgot what else happened, but
And
yeah.
Philly beat New England with the Philly special with Nick Foles, Big Dick Nick.
Yeah.
Big Dick Nick.
Yep. Didn't the Giants beat somebody too the one year? Oh, Giants beat the Patriots twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, though.
I mean, the NFC has beaten the AFC a lot. All right, so if you guys figured out who's coming out of the NFC, though.
I'm going to say the Rams win it again.
I'm gonna go with Philly.
Wait, you saying win it again?
The NFC.
Okay.
Who do I say is winning the Super Bowl?
Well, who would you pick? You picked
I'd
the
say
Eagles?
Eagles, yeah.
I love seeing that shit. Like that's just.
I wish I had a handle. I feel like an idiot holding it by the very top. I wish I had like a cool handle.
like a mason jar like handle or something like that or
Like a-
whatever.
Yeah,
Like
just
a rum-
something- just
like a rum
little
jug?
handle.
yeah,
Yeah,
a jug.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I can hold it down here, but that's kind of weird.
No, I like you grabbing
That-
it by the neck.
That makes me a happy man seeing you like that. That's a sick thing. I got a liter. Was it a
love-
liter and a half? You said.
Yeah, liter and a half. Yep, 1.5. Got another one in the kitchen.
Nice.
How much that cost you?
$13.
God damn.
Oh,
Fuck yeah,
holy shit!
dude! I was pissed. I was gonna get a whole bunch. They only let me buy 2.
What?
Yeah,
You buy the
I-
2, you go with your car, you drop them off, you come back in.
that's what I should do. I guess next time. I don't know if they were out. I bought it online. I just order it and then I pick it up. They only had 2,
Oh.
so I don't know if that was all they had. But if they're out, I'm gonna be pissed. Next
That's
weekend's
a
gonna
damn
suck.
shame.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say Bills Rams. Bills win it. Let's hope. Let's fucking hope. I am thinking about if the Bills do win, because it's for me, it's not horrendously far away, but I'll probably road trip out to Arizona and just sit there. I'm not gonna go to the game because this could be like $13,000 to go to that game. But
Let's
I'll
be honest.
I'll go
Okay,
to a
ahead.
bar. I'll go to a bar, get a hotel, and go to a bar and watch the game.
That would be cool.
I well, Sean, did you actually say you had the Eagles?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I just
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Super Bowl tickets aren't to the public. Let's just be honest here.
Oh,
Nope.
no, they're not.
It's not like the 3 of us could get tickets.
No, I know.
It's privately sold. It's not to the public.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go to that fucking craziness out there though. I'm
wouldn't
fine
want
going like a Bills backer, like anywhere. Like, hey, let's fucking go. Like
Yeah.
down south and hang out at a beach on a fucking Bills backer bar.
Right.
Like to
I
me,
got
that'd
one
be
down
cool.
here.
Yeah. Arizona, like, it's a fucking zoo around the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I really want to be a part of that. And I'm shocked you do with how much you hate people.
I do hate people, but I mean, it's just, I don't know. It would be, to me, it's like, it wouldn't be.
Why'd you just throw?
Sock at my cat that's fucking on my dresser. Almost just knocks my PS5 over.
Why do you have a sock right there?
I just took them off.
Okay. And he's like, don't make me throw my slipper at you.
I didn't want to throw
yeah,
something
I
super hard.
Yeah. I would go only because it's the Bill, and I would do it once. I mean, and obviously you got to do it the first time because you never know if it's
Oh,
going to
shit.
happen again. So, like, that's why I would do it. Like, I wouldn't do it for any other team going. It would be only
Right.
because it's the Bills going, and it's, go experience that, because might not ever happen again. So, I mean, that's why I would do it.
The Bill, like any Bills backer bar out there will be nuts. Any
Oh, yeah.
sports bar will be nuts. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I want shoulder to shoulder. I have to fight through a crowd to get a beer. That's what it's like. Even going to like Vegas and finding a Bills back bar out there, be fine with that.
right?
I don't know if I'd want to be in Arizona for it though.
Yep. I'm
All
just
right,
thinking
Sean.
there because I was that's where.
Right, obviously.
Yeah.
Would
If it's the
Bills
Bills and Eagles,
Eagles.
I think the Bills will win that. I think the defense would swallow.
Fucking finish this shit off. Sorry.
You're good. I think the
Anytime
Bills
he chugs
defense.
it distracts the fuck out of me.
All right. I gotta plan that better.
You guys keep seeing bright flashes on my screen.
Yeah.
I got
No.
massive
The alien-
lightning, thunder, and lightning
aliens
storm
are
coming.
Oh,
coming.
really?
Yeah,
Alien.
I see the thunders.
Coming to
I
give him the
think
chin they
the-
took away.
Right. I think the Bills defense will shut down Philly as long as everybody's healthy going into the game.
That's it. It's all about health. I agree though. I think Bills over Eagles Super Bowl.
Who is the Eagles coach? Because Peterson is in Jacksonville. Was Peterson there last year?
Nope.
No.
He's been gone for a couple years now, right?
Yes.
Because they tanked after they won the
I was
Super
gonna
Bowl and then just
I
went to
think-
shit.
Yeah, I think he lasted 2 seasons after the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Who the hell's there?
Fuck.
All of us who have computers and Google.
Yeah. Right.
I'm googling it. Chill out. All right.
Well, look
All
at
right.
Sean
Who's the
scratching his chin.
league MVP?
League MVP. It's got to be a quarterback. I want to see a receiver get it, but if the receiver dominated, that means probably the quarterback dominated too. I don't think Rodgers gets it again.
Nick Sirianni.
That's it. Thank you.
I don't know who that is.
Definitely think he was Rams offensive coordinator, I want to say.
Was he?
Maybe not.
I don't know. I just closed it out. I could have easily have just found out for you, but I closed it out.
MVP, yeah, it'll probably be a quarterback. Unless you have like a Derrick Henry kills it situation, how old is Derrick Henry now? Is he getting
He's-
older now?
29.
I mean,
Old
I just
for
looked.
running back.
Ezekiel
Yes.
Elliott's only 27 still, which is
Fuck that
surprising. Like he's still like in his prime age, but
Fuck that asshole in the school he went to.
um
I'll say Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
It's a solid pick.
I have a bet that Josh Allen does, but I don't know. Justin Herbert, I think he wants to get paid too.
I will pick Burrow.
I think he's too cocky too.
I fucking hate that asshole.
He dresses like an idiot, but
Oh my god. Like, I don't know. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole. I just don't like him. Yeah, I agree. I think he's cocky and very arrogant, and I don't know. Eventually it's gonna catch up to him.
Before we get off the Sirianni thing, he was the offensive coordinator for the Colts behind Frank Reich.
Frank Reich. That's another reason why I got to root for the Colts. Frank
Reich.
Reich.
Yep.
Spiking on a 4th down.
Yeah, poor fella.
I think the way Josh Allen has been progressing in his career, I think he really has a phenomenal season this year. I think Allen wins it. Not only because
Allen
he's
to
going
me
to
is
throw.
like the safe bet. Like, honestly, he should, like, in normal years, he wins it the last 2 years.
Mhm.
But Rodgers just had out of this
40
world years.
40 touchdowns, 4 picks, 38 touchdowns, 4
Yeah.
picks.
Like,
I mean-
everybody obviously around here is pissed. Like, oh, he should have won it. It's like, yes, he should have in a normal season, but Rodgers was not normal.
Yeah.
He was doing amazing. You got to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, I don't think he three-peats.
No, I don't think so either.
But
Anybody ever? I'm sure nobody has ever repeated. I mean, it was what Peyton Manning had 4 total MVPs, and that was the record.
Rodgers got 3.
Yeah.
No, actually, I think Rodgers has 4 too.
What?
Didn't Didn't he win it twice earlier in his career?
I really don't know. I remember though twice. I don't know if it was the same year or if it just happened to be around the same time, but I remember specifically 2 different times being at the 33 and watching on TV Aaron Rodgers throw a Hail Mary both times against the Detroit Lions.
Oh, dude, we're at the bar.
To win. Well, I know it's at the 33, but it was
Yeah.
2 times. And I don't remember if it was the same season or multiple seasons, but it was hilarious because I remember like, oh, he's gonna do it again. And it was Rodgers throwing a last second Hail Mary to win against the Lions, 2 separate games, and both times we were at the 33 watch.
Yeah.
Like,
dude,
what
I remember
timing?
that. Yeah. All right. So somebody has won the MVP 3 times in a row.
Really?
Any guesses? It was a quarterback for the NFC during 95, 96, 97.
Yeah, Rodgers got 4 MVPs.
Like,
Yeah,
I
or
give you a hint that'll give it away, but I
Oh
want
yeah, as soon as you say the
that.
team, it's gonna give it away.
Yeah. Brett Favre.
90. Oh yeah, probably is Brett Favre.
Yeah. Yep, 97, 90, or 95, 96, 97.
Yep.
And in 97, you tied with somebody. Do you know who he tied with?
97.
It's also this guy's last year in the NFL.
Oh, fuck.
In his division.
Montana?
He's in his
Oh.
division.
Emmitt Smith.
Nope.
Why
Division.
Emmitt Smith? That's fucking Dallas, stupid asshole.
Could have had a hell of a career, and he said, "Fuck you guys, I'm done." Won the Rookie of the Year in '94, and went on to win the MVP in '97.
And then what?
Yeah, said, "Fuck you guys, you're not going to trade. You don't want to trade me. I want to go somewhere and win."
All I can think of is
Yeah.
Bo Jackson, but that was the Raiders.
And that was
Barry
also
Sanders.
in the 80s.
Yeah, Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders.
Yeah, that's I don't know why I Emmitt Smith. I had the right position. Like I knew I could see him, but all I could think of was Emmitt Smith, and that's fucking Cowboys running back, not the fucking Lions.
Could have 100% could have been the best running back ever. And also acknowledged when he passed Walter Payton, praised him. Emmitt Smith, that piece of shit that he is, didn't even give a fucking glimp toward Walter Payton for the stellar career that he had.
Walter Payton.
Also, Emmitt Smith, you can thank the Minnesota Vikings for your offensive line for giving up four first round picks for fucking what the hell's his name? Herschel Walker.
Herschel Walker.
You're welcome. We made that fucking team. Congratulations.
Go
What it
Vikings.
was it was a terrible deal as far as how wording went that Jimmy Johnson very brilliantly exploited and sat that motherfucker, or all of them. He was like a few people that he sat for the entire rest of the season, basically. So then they would have to, I forgot how it went, but he sat people on purpose because that's how the contract was for the trade. And then he got extra picks or something stupid like that.
Yep.
No, it was a terrible deal by Minnesota's part. Yep.
Go
Agree.
Vikings.
But yeah, Aaron Rodgers won it in 2011, and then 2014, 2020, 2021.
That'll be
I always
Josh
forget.
Allen.
Matt Ryan won the MVP.
He's had, for one, he's always looked like he's 47 years old. Like, he kind of freaks me out like that. But, like, I've always been a fan. He came out of Boston College.
Yep.
Like, I don't
And
know.
he had Julio Jones, right? It was him to Julio Jones was his first ever pass that it went for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like he's always carried himself well. Like, I don't know. I've always been a Matt Ryan supporter.
Yep. Matty Ice. Yeah, I never had a
Yeah.
problem with Matt Ryan. He used to be
Because
one of my
because they-
go-to guys in fantasy.
Because they never win.
Yeah.
If he would have
Other
won a
than
couple
making it
Super
to the
Bowls,
Super
people would
Bowl.
hate him.
Yeah,
True.
pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Any hot takes on the NFL season? I mean,
Yep.
I threw a couple in.
I got one. Cowboys are going to be off to a rough start. Mike McCarthy is going to get fired, and what's his name there? Sean Payton's going to take over.
There was something
During the off season
Nope,
or in the middle of season?
mid-season. Mike McCarthy's going to be gone by week 6,
So
and
there was
Sean
that
Payton
great
will take over.
there was that speculation that Peyton was getting an offer for
Yeah.
Dallas. I thought they
I
said they
can't
were-
see it in mid-season. I can see it in the off season though.
Jerry Jones has no patience.
No, it's very
And it's going to come down because Jerry Jones wants Zeke to get the ball as much as they can give it to him, and McCarthy doesn't like giving the ball to Zeke. So I think it's going to cause a mutiny like it did
Zeke's
before.
terrible.
100% agree, but Jerry Jones has got to make himself justified for giving him that money. So he
Yeah, I
wants him
agree.
to fucking play. And McCarthy doesn't like running with Zeke, or he likes to do the 2-back system. So I think that's going to cause the same rift like he had years ago with Jimmy Johnson.
I don't know if I have any really big outside the ones I've already kind of said with the divisions.
I also think Derrick Henry gets hurt again.
Yeah, I think this is a decline of Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I agree.
I got
This is Brady's last year.
See, I was gonna say I'm gonna say Brady gets a career-ending injury.
Ooh.
He got in career-ending. It's the end of his career, anyways. But I'm gonna say he gets knocked out in the season. This is gonna be it. He's old. He's 40 fucking 5.
He's got some Botox in his face.
Your body's not gonna be able to take those kind of hits. I think that he's gonna get taken down into the season, mid-season, into the season, be done. And I've said before, Chiefs missed the playoffs.
It's very hot.
Yeah,
take.
this is gonna
I
be
really
Brady's
don't
year.
have many. I've said it once before. Then I went through the schedule and I don't really stand by it anymore. But I'll say it anyways. I don't think the Bengals will make the playoffs.
Ooh.
No.
But then I went through the schedule and it's like, oh, there's a lot of winnable games. But I'll stick by it. I think they missed the playoffs. I'm not high on them.
I'm not
I
either.
think they beat a drained Kansas City team last year after the game they had against the Bills. And they're very opportunistic, and that's nothing to their fault. Like they didn't make the schedules, but I'm not a huge fan of them. I'm not a huge believer in them.
Yep. I think that's a good one. Anything else you want to talk about for NFL season?
Just ready for it to officially begin.
Yeah.
I am stoked. Not gonna lie, I definitely thought the games were last Thursday. I was super excited to turn the game on Thursday, and then it dawned on me. I go, we haven't even done our fantasy draft yet, so there's no football.
Could you imagine doing a fantasy draft after week 1?
Right.
Crazy.
All right. So now get to our other segment of Sean's chin scratchers. So this is a fun little segment we like to do every week. We come to the table with some random questions throughout our week. And we ask you guys and our viewers to answer them and also send us some questions. So we'll stick to the sports kind of theme that we got going on. So my question to you guys, would you guys want to make it to the championship of any sport and lose, or not make it at all?
I would lose.
Yeah, the Vikings go and they lose, they're 0-5 in the Super Bowl. The Sabres go and lose, they're 0-3 in the Stanley Cup.
I was gonna say, like, you're saying you're a player,
No, it just as your as a
or
as
just
your
as a fan.
as a fan, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, then yeah, go and lose.
I'd still say you go. I would go and lose, fan or player.
Yep, that's what I think too. All
I
right,
don't know as a player. Player one stuff.
right.
Been there and I've done that at a fucking low of low levels, and it sucks. do at the highest level. Blood,
Right.
sweat, and tears when you could just been fucking drinking fruity drinks with umbrellas in your fucking cup on a beach instead of battling it out for the last
for 4 weeks earlier.
months. Yeah.
All right. So my next question, kind of up your alley, Jake, but would you rather be able to drive a golf ball dead center on the fairway every time, or
Yes.
Or-
I don't even know what it is.
or if you're on the green, one putt?
I would take if it's anywhere on the green, yeah, I would take the green. Then you just gotta get it there.
Yeah, I mean that'd be my problem.
Yeah,
It's
I'll
like,
say the green. I'd be the best par 3 fucking golf course hitter in the world. I won't have to drive.
right. Yeah, I think I'd go with the green too. That's just the point of having to get it there. Sweet, I got it in on one shot on the green. Took me 7 before that, but I got it there.
Yeah.
All right. The next one. What are the best leftovers?
I can tell you what the worst is. Alfredo. Alfredo, like it's like fucking soupy. Like because of the shit like unmixes itself. It's really gross. And it's spaghetti sauce. Fucking hate that shit too.
I hate Alfredo to begin with. I'd say pizza's the best leftover. There's no
Fucking love Alfredo.
greater breakfast than fucking cold pizza. Leftover cold pizza. I had that for breakfast today and lunch.
And I did have leftover pizza last night.
It also depends on how you're doing leftovers. Like I hate chicken fingers left over. Like if you got like sauce on them, but then
Yeah,
if
then
you
they're all
like, put them
goofy.
in the oven instead of the
Yeah.
microwave, they're not bad.
Yeah.
And I hate Chinese food left over too. Yeah, pizza's probably the easy. Pizza and wings, probably the easiest ones.
Right. I like Thanksgiving leftovers.
Yeah, those
I think
guys do.
Thanksgiving's probably one of my least favorite holidays in the
Really?
world.
I think that's
Fucking-
my
I'd probably-
that's my
I prob-
favorite.
I probably enjoy Labor Day more than I enjoy Thanksgiving.
Really?
Yeah, I just fucking hate it.
I mean, I'm
Like,
not a huge
I'm not a turkey guy.
fan.
I like
Yeah,
ham.
me either. Yep, same here.
Prefer ham over turkey. Hate
I
stuffing.
despise
Hate
ham.
cranberry sauce.
I don't care
Like,
for cranberry
it's pretty much
sauce.
just ham, mashed potatoes, corn, and like a dinner roll. It's like that's not a Thanksgiving dinner. That's kind of like a normal dinner.
Right. Normal meal.
Yeah, and then you get some pies, but I'm not a huge pie guy.
Right.
So it's like it's just kind of pointless. Like I enjoy Thanksgiving because of football, but as far as the meal itself, yeah, I'll stick with pizza and wings. I guess
Yeah.
it's probably the easiest one.
That's a good one. I had another one, but I can't remember it or find where I put it.
Tacos are good leftover too, like taco meat.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
it's-
that's definitely a
you're
good
just
one.
putting its shit back together.
Yep.
I heard one. Is there gravity in water?
Well, yeah.
So like you think about it. Like you go and like you jump in the middle of the ocean, you don't fall all the way to the bottom.
That's just because you're inflated with air.
Awkward silence is killing me.
I mean,
You
that's a
drop
good
anything that
point.
doesn't have air in it, it's gonna go down because that's how it works. You take that
Yeah.
same object, you
'Cause
take
there's
that,
no gravity.
huh?
'Cause
Of course,
there's
it's
no
gravity because it
that's-
goes down. If you take a 7,000-pound ball and drop it in the ocean, it's going to fall down to the bottom of the ocean. You take a 7,000-pound ball to the moon, you can pick it up and throw it whatever direction you want because it doesn't matter because there's no gravity. So yeah, there's gravity inside the ocean because there's gravity. It's in the atmosphere. The ocean's part of it. It's just that the
There might be
buoyancy.
some, and it's
There's
not as much.
buoyancy within water is what creates the differences of whether or not it floats or sinks. So yes, gravity exists in water.
Buoyancy might just be like a pretend term for less gravity.
It's different. The government, it's a government, it's a cover up for the government.
Just think people that the birds aren't real.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
earth is flat. There is no gravity. Buoyancy is fake.
Yep. Hashtag fake news.
Yeah. We're all just asleep.
Hashtag no
I love
gravity
the
at all.
idea that birds are fake. I don't know why. Like,
Oh,
I
it
just
is
think,
great.
Like, that's the
It's
hill you want to
hilarious.
die on.
My
Especially when they go on
Bees,
news.
I think it's another one. Bees aren't real.
bees aren't real. That
Yeah.
my so what the fuck? What the fuck do you get honey from? Explain honey.
Bears. Winnie the Pooh.
He eats it.
My sister loves the idea that birds aren't real. She doesn't believe it, but whenever she shares it all the time on Facebook. She loves it. It's hilarious, but it is funny. I mean, even we'll be driving on the road a block away, and it will get filled. I mean, thousands of birds on the telephone poles. And say, "Oh, they're charging."
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dumbest thing fucking ever. I think it's so dumb. Birds aren't real.
What is dumber? Birds aren't real or the Earth's flat?
Hmm.
There's enough scientific evidence against each of them.
I don't know, because it's. I mean, the easy. Obviously, in my mind, I'm like they're both equally stupid.
Right.
But if you had to-
exactly.
I guess if you had to pick one,
I feel like birds aren't real are dumber because, like, all right.
You can literally
not
prove
giving-
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
like
go
I'm
take
not
a
giving
bird-
credit to flat earthers, but like not everybody can go out to fucking space to prove that it's round.
well, not even that. I haven't flown around the world, so I can't say that I've done that. I could go kill a bird right now, but I can't fly around the world.
Right?
So I could prove that to myself. But I could prove that easier than
Yeah.
walk into a pet shop and just start murdering birds.
Ah! Remnants.
I hate
Oh,
birds.
this wasn't one of them.
This one's real.
It's just a bunch of gears fall out. Like, I knew it.
I knew it. Came here
Yeah.
to chew bubble gum and kill birds, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
Oh no.
Yep.
But that's all I had.
That's it.
Definitely ready for this NFL season.
Yeah.
And shortly after that, the hockey season will be starting too.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes crazy wind and rain. Awesome.
Oh man, Sean's getting a
Well-
tornado.
Yep. This may be the last evidence that Sean was alive.
Yep. It's nice knowing.
I'll
you
feel
guys.
really bad if he fucking dies now, though.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I'll be as fucking true. I was the one that called his death.
You wouldn't be able to post it. Sean's got the video, right? So, oh no, man.
Oh,
Jake
I was
be
gonna say, hit like and subscribe to see his last moments.
Sean will have the video. Detectives will pick it up and be like, Jake caused the tornado.
I did.
Yep.
Me and
We
the
need to
birds.
interview this guy.
So you say birds aren't real, huh? What do you know about our?
He died in a natural disaster, but this guy said it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's all I got.
Anything,
That's all.
fellas?
Anything? The PS5's cool. Oh, did you guys watch Lord of the Rings? Anybody watching Lord of the Rings?
I've only watched one episode, so
I
That's
have
all I
not.
watched too. That's all I watched.
we'll get into that in a future episode for sure.
All right. Sean, are you a Lord of the Rings person? You
I
gonna
sure am.
watch it? Are you? Nice. I'm pretty
I was
stoked.
a little confused after the first episode, but
After the first one, the ending of the first one, yeah, I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
yeah, it seemed like it was all over the map. But anyway, yeah, we'll get into that.
Yep.
We'll do a deep dive into that later.
Yep. Yeah, that's all I got. PS5's
Alrighty.
cool.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Catch you guys later. Remember, go Bills.
Watch
Go
out for the
Bill.
birds.
Yeah.